Yesterday we stopped at number 3, and I think we finished C and we started D, and we were calculating the amounts of temperature and precipitation that were provided on page 424, I believe. So we're going to continue from where we stopped. And we're going to continue from D. So I think yesterday we did the average temperature in May is 15 Fahrenheit less than in April, and we didn't circle it because it was incorrect. So Yusuf, read D, please.
D.
D, yes.
Temperature and precipitation both show the pattern of increasing each month.
So now go back to the tables that showed precipitation and temperature. Are they both going up every month or increasing?
Yeah.
Is precipitation increasing every month?
No.
No. So if one of them is not increasing every month, we cannot circle D. Yazan, and please read E.
The average temperature in April is 14 Fahrenheit. Fahrenheit, more than in March.
So we want to find the average temperature. What was the temperature in April, Yazan?
In April, 47.
So the temperature in April was 47. And what about the temperature in March?
In March, 33.
33. So we want to find a difference here. Do we add or subtract?
Subtract.
Yes, and what's 7 minus 3?
7 minus 3 could not work.
Why not?
Yeah, it could work. Equal 4.
And 4 minus 3?
1.
So is
14.
this correct?
Yes.
Yes, April is
Correct.
14 more. Well done. Thank you, Yazan. Yamin, are you ready now?
Yeah.
Please read F. F, the last one.
Read F. Okay. Wait a minute. The total
Precipitation.
in air
Yamin, repeat it, please. Precipitation.
Precipitation.
Excellent.
Precipitation.
Continue, please.
April.
April.
In April is 14 inches more than in May.
In May. So what was the precipitation in April? Look at the table on page 424. What was the precipitation in April, Yamin?
It's 18 inches. 8 inches. 8 inches.
8, and in May? In May.
4 inches.
So what's 4?
4
sorry.
inches.
And do I need to add or subtract here?
Add.
I need to subtract. Actually, yeah, you're right, because they said total. They said the total precipitation in April No, because here, when they put than, it's actually finding the difference. Notice, they mean total precipitation of April alone. But when they put more than, it means we need to subtract. So what's 8 minus 4?
Equal 4.
4. So because the average here, or the difference, is 4 inches, is the statement correct?
Yeah.
Yes, it's correct, because the difference is 4, like we calculated. Thank you, Yemen. Azza, do you want to help me with the next one?
Yes.
Read it, please.
Use the data from the map to fill in the average precipitation, then solve each problem.
So I'm going to try to open a picture of the map here. I'll look at the answers. And we want to look at the table to find the answers we need for the table on page 425. So in the month of March, what was the average precipitation?
2 inches.
So the average of precipitation in March was 2 inches, like as that said. So is the average greater than or less than the precipitation this past year? What do you think, Azzat? What's greater, 2 or 1?
Greater than.
Greater than, so we will put the sign
Greater than.
2. Excellent, Azzat. What about the month of April? What's the average for April?
8 inches.
8 inches. So 8 inches, is this less than or greater than the precipitation this year?
Greater than.
So 8 is greater than 9?
No, less than.
Less than, so I will put the sign towards the 9. Thank you, Ed. Fatima, what about the month of May? Is your book ready, Fatima?
Yeah.
What's the precipitation for May? Look at the table here. This is May in front of us, Fatima, and this is precipitation. What's the amount of precipitation for the month of May?
4 inches.
4 inches. Good job. So I have 4 inches as the average. So what's greater, 4 inches or 5 inches for the past year? Do I put less than or greater than?
5.
5 is greater, so I will put the sign towards 5. Thank you, Fatima. Please write the answers so I can move on to the next page with you. Remember, you need to put the numbers on the side of the bar graph, and for this example, we can count by tens because the estimations are close. So 40, 50, and the last one will be 60. So Rana, what was the average temperature for March?
Average temperature March. March was 33.
So because it was 33, I'm going to make sure that it's close to 30 when I draw the bar. So I have to make sure it's close to 30. It has to be a little bit above 30 because it's 33. Thank you, Rana. Fahad, What was the temperature in April?
In April was 47.
47. So because it's 47, I'm going to put it a bit under 50 because 47 is closer to 50. Thank you, Fahad. Yara, what was the temperature in May?
In May, it was 62.
So because it was 62, I have to put it above 60 just a little bit because it was more than 60. And from the bar graph, Yara, what month had the highest temperature?
May.
May had the highest temperature. Well done. I'm going to give you a second to draw your bar graphs, and then we're going to do another bar graph for the average precipitation. Second bar graph is going to be under the title average precipitation. So we are going to compare the average precipitation or the amount of rain each month had. So I'm going to draw another bar graph here. And I'm going to write the title. The title is very important when you're drawing a bar graph or you're making a bar graph. So we're comparing precipitation here. So the title has to be average precipitation if we're comparing precipitation. And again, I'm going to put the months below. And here I'm going to count by ones because the numbers that I have are all under 10. So I'm going to count by one. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. 8 can be the last one because it's the highest number I have, so I don't need more than 8. And remember to write the names of the months. I think the first one was March, April, and the last one was May. Then I will need to write the numbers. Always, always, always in a bar graph, we have to start with 0. And then I'm going to put 1 because I'm counting by ones this time. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and last one is 8. Okay? So Asid, what was the first amount of precipitation for May? Sorry, for March. For what was the amount of precipitation for March? Here, Asid.
2.
Yes, 2 is the first value. So I'm going to make sure that before I draw, I look at 2. So 2 is here. I'm going to make it as straight as possible and put a bar at 2. Thank you, Asil. Fatima, what was the amount of precipitation for April? Look at the table. Look at the table to find the amount of precipitation for April. The average precipitation. How much was it for April? Look at the table in your book. The second column. Yes, 8 inches. Well done. So I'm going to look at 8 here, and next to the 8, I'm going to draw a bar. Thank you, Fatima. Yazan, for the last one, how much precipitation did we have in May?
4 inch.
4 inches. So I'm going to look for 4 and draw a bar. Well done. Thank you.
Miss, I finished.
You finished the second graph?
Yeah.
Excellent work. I'm going to give everyone else a minute to finish it. And by the way, we have 8 minutes left. Find a pattern. So was there any pattern in the bar graphs for the temperatures? Was it, Rana is raising her hand here. Rana, was it increasing every month or decreasing?
Decreasing.
So it was going down? Look at the bar graph.
No.
So each month the temperature was increasing, right?
Yeah, but I want to tell you something too.
Mm-hmm.
How the background she do it? This one I don't know.
There's something called virtual background. I'm not exactly sure how you do it, but I can teach you later on, okay?
Me too. I don't know.
I'll try to teach you later on, or if we have extra time, we'll let Bisan tell us. Okay, so the next part, it says predict the average temperature for Chicago in June. So what evidence do you have that supports this prediction? So we have the temperature for March, April, and May. We want to predict what the temperature will be for June. So Yara, do you think, Yara, in June, the temperature will be higher or lower?
It will be higher.
It will be higher because it keeps increasing, right? So if you look at the bar graph here, we know that every month it's increasing by how much almost?
By 62?
Like by 10 or by 20?
By 10.
So almost by 10. And when I subtract 62 minus 47, I get 15. So we can add 13, for example, because every time we jump 12, it's increasing by 12, and the second time it's increasing by 15. So what's 62 plus 13?
62
Yara?
plus 13? 75.
So it can be almost 75 degrees. Good job, Yara. The temperature in June will rise. It may be about 75 degrees. Izzat, the second question, they're asking us if we see any patterns in the precipitation bar graph. Did you notice any patterns there? Bisan, when you drew the bar graph for precipitation, did you notice any patterns?
Yes.
What did you notice?
I noticed that in March we have some
Like, is the precipitation going up and then down and then up and then down, or is it always going up or always going down, or is it staying the same? What do you think?
It's always going down.
It's a bit changing because in the middle it was the greatest month, right? So the temperature, the precipitation kept changing and was going up. The
April and May are changing.
Okay, so we have less than a minute left. You guys did an excellent job today. I'm very proud of you.